bruh. That and again, the drinks were not mixed. The drinks were not mixed. The drinks were not mixed. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and thumbs this video up, even though I didn't do anything yet. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button right down below so you don't miss out on any of my other videos. And without further ado, we're going to get right into this story time. This story is going to be of the time where I had a blackout from drinking. Now, it is back to school season, college season, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's going back to school. You got your freshmen coming into college now. You know, you're away from your parents. You can do whatever you want. But be careful because it's not all it's cracked up to be. If you guys are not responsible, you can find yourself in some really serious situations. And yeah, so today I might tell two stories. My first story will be like my freshman year and then the blackout story. So yeah, that's what I'll do. So the first story is about my freshman year in college when I drank pretty much for the first time. Like, my dad had let me taste beer before, but I really don't consider that drinking. Obviously, it was just a little taste and it was disgusting. And ever since then, I've hated beer. Yeah, so I was a freshman in college. I was in a school upstate New York, kind of around the Buffalo area. It was freezing. It was a PWI, but it was like a small school, so a small PWI. And yeah, so my first experience was with the white kids, okay? There was me, the girl that was across the hall from me. We're gonna call her Catherine. She was black. So it was me, her, dang it, I really suck at giving names. So we have Ashley, Helen were the two white girl roommates, and then it was me and the girl across the hall who we're gonna call Christina, who was black. So one night, Helen had brought her boyfriend over, and she was like introducing us and stuff, and they brought like these, we call it thought juice, okay? That's what we used to call it, was thought juice. They're the limeritas, so I think it was a strawberryta actually that we actually had. So we had strawberrytas there. There was tequila there was vodka there, and mind you, I never really drank before this. So yeah, so we're all sitting in the room. I'm sitting there at the little desk, you know, we're watching TV, everybody's kikiing, you know, just chilling, hanging out, nothing too crazy. But then they bring out the little strawberrytas, and Helen asked me if I wanted a strawberryta. So I was like, I don't know, I never tasted it before. From what I know, I've only had like a taste of beer, and it's disgusting, so I don't know if I really like alcohol like that, you know what I'm saying? So she was like,
oh guys, just try it, you know, you never know, you're in college now, just turn up, da da da.
Mind you, we're all freshmen, so this is going on in the freshman dorm. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, whatever, I'll just try it. So they give me a strawberryta, I drink it. It's kind of nasty, but it's not too bad, because I just came to the conclusion that I don't like the taste of alcohol, period. Like, that little alcohol component, even in mixed drinks, if I could taste that, I don't want it. So I'm drinking the strawberryta, you know, I'm not really feeling anything. I'm just like, oh, okay, it's kind of like, you know, like a soda kind of with a little bit of alcohol, like beer mixed in with soda. So at this point, Catherine, if that's what I called her, the black girl across the hall from me that was friends with me, she brought her bottle in there, and it was a bottle of vodka. So I'm just like, okay, never had that before. So they're like,
oh, Jayla, we're gonna get you drunk tonight. Oh, we're gonna get you turned up tonight. Oh, you never had this experience before. Oh, this is about to be so interesting. Oh, this is about to be so funny.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm 18, fresh out of high school, finally away from my parents. My parents were kind of, they were kind of like helicopter parents a little bit. But it was a strict household nonetheless. Strict household. I was never out doing anything like that. So now I'm away from my parents, and here we are. I got these white kids trying to feed me alcohol. And you know, that really could have turned into another situation, but luckily it didn't at that point. So they're giving me like the vodka. I'm drinking it. It was disgusting. Mind you, none of these drinks were mixed, by the way. None of these drinks were mixed. So I'm drinking the vodka. They bring out the tequila. They mix the tequila and the vodka together. I'm drinking that, you know, and I start feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling a little nice or whatever. I'm feeling a little okay. But I didn't know what my tolerance was at this point, obviously, because I never drank before. So Catherine, she was so our school had like the RAs for nighttime only, like the night desk attendant, and so that's what she was. She wasn't really an RA, but she was like a night desk attendant, and she would go to like different buildings and do the night desk. So that night she had to go to another building. It was like across the campus. Mind you, this is a small campus, and like I said, it's the middle of nowhere, upstate New York. So there was like snow all over the place, freezing. At this point, I think it was just before the first big snowstorm. So it was still pretty green as far as like seeing grass and everything, but it was still cold. It was freezing outside. So she tells us,
oh yeah, I have to go to my assignment tonight. You guys want to walk me there?
So we're like, okay, yeah. I stand up. Girl, when I say the room was spinning, the room was freaking spinning, okay? It was a wrap. I was sitting down that whole time, and I felt it, but I didn't really feel it until I stood up, all right? So I stood up, the room's spinning, everybody's like trying to hold me up or whatever. I'm just like, no, I'm good, y'all, I'm good. I can walk, da-da-da. Just let me go to the bathroom first. So I went to the bathroom. Came back. I was fine. I made it. I mean, the bathroom was right across the hall from that room anyway, but whatever. So we're like, okay, let's go. So we go down the steps. The building was probably like, I think it was only like 3 floors, and we were on the top floor. So we went down the 3 flights of steps, go outside. It's about 1 a.m. at this point. So we're walking, and I'm kind of fumbling all over the place, you know. Everybody's laughing. I think it's funny. I'm not thinking nothing of it, but mind you, looking back, they was probably laughing at me and my drunk behind. So I'm walking, you know, we're all getting there to the other side of the campus, and I have to go to the bathroom again. So I'm just like, y'all, is it normal to have to pee so much? I just went to the bathroom. I have to pee again. Y'all, I'm about to just pee on that tree right there. Y'all, it was me and these white kids, okay, and Catherine. And Catherine was not having it with me that day. She just did not give no care. She was like, whatever, I'm just trying to get to my destination. I'm just trying to get to work. That's all I'm trying to do. So
they're like, oh, Taylor, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead, pee on that tree right there. Go pee on that tree.
I'm just like, all right, I'm about to do it. I'm about to do it. So I pull my little pants down, getting a little squat, you know what I'm saying? This tree was not up against the building either, y'all. It was one of those trees that's like in the middle of the grass, you know what I'm saying? One of them little skinny trees. It's not like it had like a lot of leaves or nothing. It was like a small tree, but it didn't have no leaves or nothing around it or nothing to like hide me. Okay, you see what I'm saying? It wasn't a bush. It was a tree. So I'm over there, get to the little squatting position, and Helen goes,
oh, Taylor, can I record you?
Bitch, what? Bitch, what?
I'm just like, I don't care. So I'm peeing. I got my eyes closed. She's over here recording I'm drunk as I can't walk. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Like, it was a mess. It was a whole mess. So we get to Catherine's little the building that she was supposed to work at, dropped her off, and we're walking back to our dorm on the other side of the campus. Going back, I don't think there was anything really going on. We was just laughing a lot, you know. I was fumbling all over the place. I don't think I fell, but I could have fallen. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I could have fell at some point in that night. But yeah, so I get back to the dorm, go to my room. I didn't throw up. But I just felt really sick. I was drinking a lot of water. They told me to drink water. And They gave me some ramen noodles to try to like eat that, you know, put something on my stomach, and then I just went to sleep feeling really sick. I didn't really have that much of a hangover the next day, which is wild. Like, I don't know, I was drinking a lot of stuff. I'm that was the most I've ever drank ever in my life. Okay, because after this, the next experience that I'm about to tell y'all about, when I blacked out, it was nowhere near as much alcohol that I drank that first time. Okay. So yeah, that was the first story of me getting drunk for the first time when I was a freshman in college, and I had some white kids recording me peeing outside on a tree. Don't be like me. The second story, I was a sophomore, and at this point I had transferred schools. Being out of state, I was really homesick, and the fact that it was always really cold and snowing all the time and there wasn't really much sunlight really got me kind of depressed. So I transferred back home. Where I wanted to go was the school that I ended up graduating from, but because I didn't have the right credits that they wanted to transfer in there, and I had already withdrawn from my freshman school, I ended up having to go to an HBCU, which was in state, mind you. And I had a couple friends that went there, and then down the street was another school that some of my other friends went to. So I went there for a semester, and this story happened while I was visiting one of my other friends. So we're gonna call this other friend Kenya. So me and Kenya went to high school together. We started being friends senior year, when she actually started beefing with the girl that I had beef with from my best friend Beef With Me Forever story time. Yeah, so they used to be friends, but they started having issues, and that's how me and Kenya became friends, because I kind of like defended her and stood up for her. That whole clique kind of turned on her, and she didn't have anywhere to go, so I kind of took her into my clique or whatever. And we have been friends since then. So at that point, we have been friends for about 2 years. And she, like I said, I was going to the HBCU. It was in Baltimore. Okay, y'all draw your conclusions. So I was going to the HBCU out in Baltimore. She was going to a nearby PWI, and I would go over and visit her. I had a car. She didn't have a car at that point, I don't think. But I had a car, so I would drive over to see her PWI, right? So there was this boy, which is a whole other story, but we're gonna call him Billy. So I went to go visit Kenya, right? And she was like, "Oh, and mind you, Billy was cute, okay? Billy was cute. He looked good. And y'all gonna hear some more about him later on when I can tell the story after I move out of my parents' house, and I'll go ahead and tell that story about Billy and I." So, but yeah, so she was friends with Billy. She had thought that he was cute, but she just she didn't pursue anything. You know, she didn't want to like him, so she was telling herself that she didn't like him or whatever. But that's a whole nother story. Anyway, she wanted to go hang out with Billy that night, and she invited me to come through. So I came through. It was me, and mind you, I actually had a feeling that something was gonna go wrong that night. So I brought my friend. I don't know if he wants me to say his name. We're gonna call him James though. So I brought my friend James with me just in case I wasn't going to be able to drive back to our school. So James went to school with me. We all went to high school together except for Billy. He didn't go to high school with us. But I brought James with me just in case I needed him to drive my car back to our campus. So he came along. So it was the four of us in Billy's little room. He didn't have a roommate, but but his room was like really small. So yeah. So we were all in Billy's room, and Billy's like,
"Okay, yeah, we're about to turn up. Let's like drink or whatever."
So mind you, this is after a year after my other experience as a freshman, getting wasted, white girl wasted. Okay. So I knew that I couldn't drink that much to that level. So I was like, okay, I'm only going to drink a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just like a little bit. And when I tell you, we're going to get there. So Billy's like, all right, let's drink. So he goes into his little refrigerator, takes out a bottle of vanilla Smirnoff. It was vanilla Smirnoff. And I never had Smirnoff ever again after this experience, y'all. Don't drink that. Don't drink that, bruh. That's... And again, the drinks were not mixed. The drinks were not mixed. So So he gets the little solo cups, you know what I'm saying? And y'all know where the solo cup, let's say the solo cup is like this big. Y'all know where it has that little bottom measuring line, right? And then there's like the second to lowest line, little indentation. That's all I had, okay? No. I had half of that, okay? So I drank, took that back. And since it was so nasty, I always drink as if I'm taking shots. I can't sip it because it's so nasty to me. So I try to hurry up and like get it down. And that's where I messed up. So I'm drinking, and I did eat before this, by the way. So keep that in mind. So I'm drinking the vodka, okay? I'm drinking it fast. I'm throwing it back because I'm trying to get it past my taste buds. You know what I'm saying? And everything's cool. I start feeling it a little bit, but not too much, just a little bit. So I start feeling it some, we're dancing, me and Kenya dancing, she's over there trying to twerk or whatever. She was a real skinny girl, but so she ain't had no ass. But she was trying to twerk or whatever. We twerking and stuff. Billy just sitting there over there on the bed like, yeah, he was low-key a dog, but like I said, y'all gonna hear that. Y'all gonna hear about it. He was a dog, but so he over there looking at us like, yeah, y'all look good, da-da-da, all that. James was over there just in the corner, not drinking because he had to drive me back home. He's such a good friend, though. We're still in contact to this day. But James was just over in the corner just looking like, all right, y'all need to chill out, chill the fuck out. So, yeah, we're like twerking and stuff. Billy goes and sits on his little desk chair, right? And I start getting a little loose, okay? Yeah. So we're like I drank some more, okay? I had like a little bit more. So at this point, I'm at the little halfway mark of the solo cup. That first line, I don't think it's the halfway, probably like the 1/3 of a solo cup in, okay? And mind you, like I said, I'm throwing it back. I'm trying to hurry up and drink it really fast because it's nasty. It's not mixed with anything. It's straight vodka. So I'm throwing it back. And Billy goes to sit in his chair, and I start like dancing on him or whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting like, I'm falling all over. I'm not falling, but I'm kind of like, feeling it, head in the clouds. I'm like twerking on them, grinding on them and stuff. We listening to the music or whatever. Kenya just sitting on the bed. She's just like, wow, yes, bitch, yes.
Yes, bitch, yes! You be quiet?
Like hyping me up or whatever. And he gets to like kissing on my neck and stuff. And at this point, I'm still a virgin, y'all. I'm still a virgin at this point. I was a virgin up until I was 19. He was like kissing on my neck and stuff. We're like turned up. I'm kind of in and out of it. Everything's kind of like blurry. You know what I'm saying? And this is the point where it started hitting me, because how when you drink and you drink in like intervals, everything doesn't hit you all at once. It starts to slowly creep up on you. That's what happened. So I'm dancing on him and stuff in the chair, giving him a little lap dance or whatever. He's kissing on my neck. Next thing I know, I feel his hand like going into my pants. Y'all know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, hold up, In my head, I'm like, wait a second, like this not what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? You got that. I had those two different, like the angel and the devil going on. See what I'm saying? So I was just like, oh, no, stop, no. So, but I was still like twerking on him and stuff, because I'm drunk, okay? He shouldn't have been. And this was one of those situations where like my friend should have stepped in, but she didn't. And she just kind of like watched me kind of get a little harassed. She should have told me, like, got me off of him. She wasn't as drunk as I was, but she should have got me off of him or whatever, because that shouldn't have happened. But anyway, eventually we stopped doing it. I get off of him eventually. And after this, everything is like a partial blackout. I don't remember half of what happened. After I got off of him, I remember him crawling and laying on the ground. He was really drunk too. He was really gone. So I remember him laying on the ground, and I'm all in his face like, Billy, you okay? You okay, Billy? Billy, are you okay? Do you need to throw up? Billy? And James, the only sober one in the room, James is like, Jayla, I think you should get back just in case he does like try to throw up. I don't want that to get on you. And I'm just like, okay. So I get up. James is trying to give me some water. And then Billy goes into the bathroom. After this, I blacked out. Next thing I remember is me being on the floor in the boys' bathroom, leaning into the toilet and crying because I didn't want to throw up. I remember bending over. I had Kenny was in there and she was just like rubbing my back like it's okay, it's okay. And I'm just like, I don't want to throw up. I don't want to throw up, but I know I gotta throw up. I don't like this. I'm never drinking again. Don't let me ever drink again. That's all I remember. Next thing after that, I remember them trying to tell me, James was like, okay, Jayla, it's time to go. We need to go. We need to go back. And I'm just like, no, I'm not ready to leave. I don't want to leave. And it's because I didn't want to throw up in my car. I wanted to stay out of my car as long as possible because I didn't want to get in my car and end up throwing up in my car. I did not want to do that. So I was resisting, not trying to leave. But they eventually got me to the car. From what I'm told, because I don't remember this, from what I'm told, they put me in the back seat. When James tried to drive my car off, I opened the door and tried to get out of the car while the car was moving. They had to stop the car. James went around and put the child lock on the back door so I couldn't get out. And they just laid me down on the back seat or whatever. I get back to my dorm. And you know how HBCUs are as far as like gender and stuff and having the all girls dorm, all boys dorm, and how like boys can't come in around a certain time. So my friend that went to school there, she had to actually come down and get me out of the car and walk me up to my room and everything. The next day I woke up, my hangover was too serious, and this was in the middle of the week, y'all. This was the middle of the week. I had class. I did not go to class. I had a test that I missed. I had homework I was supposed to turn in. I did not go. I came up with some excuse that I told my professor as why I couldn't come to class or whatever. I don't know, but she let me turn the work in late. That's all I know. Yeah, I was trying to eat crackers. I was throwing that shit right back up immediately. I would drink water, throw it up immediately. James and my other friend, James, and we're gonna call the other friend Ben. So James and Ben, like they tried to bring me some food, like they brought me some soup and stuff because I wasn't feeling good. And I would just eat that, throw it right back up. Like, it was terrible. I had a hangover for the whole day. And I was just, like, so upset. Like, I was like, I'm never drinking again. I'm never doing this again. Like, don't ever hand me no type of alcohol. And to this day, to this day, I don't really drink like that. Like, I'll have, like, one drink. And this is very recently as well. And I'm 23 now. And all this happened when I was 19. So it's been 4 years now. So this day, as of this year, if I go out to eat or something, I might get something to drink, but I'm not going to do too much because I'm always the driver, because a lot of my friends don't drive. My boyfriend just got a car, so now I'm not going to have to be the only one driving all the time, but I was always the one driving, so I was not drinking, and I was okay with that. I was fine with that. I was like, y'all go ahead, because it's still, and like, it's just so nasty. And I think it's because it was never mixed with anything, and I always drank, it was always very hard liquor, vodka, tequila, that type of stuff, and it wasn't mixed. So, yeah. But I can say throughout all my college years, I have never drank jungle juice. Don't drink that. Y'all asking for yourselves to die. Y'all trying to kill yourselves if y'all drink jungle juice, because y'all don't know what be in that stuff. They put everything in the kitchen sink in there, okay? Y'all don't need to be drinking that. All right, just don't do it. Don't do it. They could drug it too. Like, girls, don't do it. Guys, y'all don't do it either, man. Like, for real, just don't do it, bruh. So yeah, that's basically my story of why I hate drinking and the time that I blacked out in college drinking. I hope y'all stay safe out there. All of y'all that just got back to school. I know all the parties going on. Homecomings are like coming up right around the corner. Freshmen, y'all really be careful, okay? Because people are going to be out here trying to manipulate you and take advantage of the fact that you have newfound freedom, okay? The people are not playing with you. You're in the real world now. All right, you're in the real world now, and you're by yourself. You got to take care of yourself, okay? Y'all be careful. Make sure y'all use the buddy system always. And make sure there's always one of y'all that's not drunk, because if it's only two of y'all and both of y'all drunk, no, okay, just be careful. All right, y'all don't want what happened to me with Billy to happen to y'all, okay? And the only reason that happens because I was really drunk. All right, like, that shouldn't have happened, and my friend should have stepped in, like I said, but that's a whole nother story, and we're not friends anymore, obviously. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right down below. If you like this wig, I did make it myself. It is from my own hair company, so all that's down below as well. Slay Baddie hair. I do still have the sale going on for homecoming and whatnot, so yeah, y'all can go ahead and shop there. If y'all have any questions, don't hesitate to email me at my business email that's right down below in the hair section as well. And also, don't forget to follow me on all my social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. All that's going to be on the next screen and right down below in the description for you. And yeah, thanks guys for watching. This makeup look will also be down below if I don't post this one first before the makeup video. I don't know, but at some point it will be down below. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.